Hello students, today's topic is Introduction to International HRM. In this video, we are going to study what is International HRM, some important terms regarding International HRM, expatriate, who is expatriate, what is repatriate, and difference between domestic HRM and international HRM. So let's start. First, we'll see some important terms before starting the international HRM concept so that you will understand it very clearly. So, multinational corporation MNC, MNC that means it is an organization that operates in different countries. TNC that is transnational corporation, so it is an organization with operation in many countries and highly decentralized operations. Okay. Home country or parent country. Home country, parent country means where the headquarter is located. For example, there is one company of it is an Indian company, and their subsidiary firm is in, for example, Japan. So home country is India, and the host country is Japan. So host country means where the branch of MNC is located, and the headquartered will be in the India. So home country. Parent country or home country nationals. That means citizens of that particular country. Home country national means citizens of home country. Like that, host country national means citizens of that country where the branch of MNC or TNC is located and are the employees of MNC and TNC. And third country national, that means neither of citizen of parent country nor host country but the employees of MNC, TNC. What does that mean? मैंने जैसे एग्जाम्पल बताया कि एक इंडियन कंपनी है, उसका जो ब्रांच है, उसकी जो सब्सिडरी फर्म है वो जापान में है, तो होम कंट्री हो गई इंडिया एंड और पेरेंट कंट्री हो गई इंडिया एंड होस्ट कंट्री इज जापान. अगर हमने एम्प्लॉयज़ इंडिया से ले लिए तो उसे हम बोलेंगे होम कंट्री नेशनल्स. ओके. अगर हमने एम्प्लॉयज़ और द सिटीजन्स ऑफ दैट पेरेंट सॉरी होस्ट कंट्री, मतलब जापान से हमने अगर एम्प्लॉयज़ लिए तो उसे बोलते हैं होस्ट कंट्री नेशनल्स. थर्ड कंट्री नेशनल मतलब जो इंडिया से भी नहीं है और जापान से भी नहीं है, किसी थर्ड कंट्री से है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड थर्ड कंट्री नेशनल्स. Then we'll see what is international human resource management. So it is the process of procuring, allocating and effectively utilizing human resources in multinational or transnational corporation. आपको पता है ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट का मतलब क्या है. सो डोमेस्टिक ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट मतलब आपको मैनेजमेंट के जो भी कुछ फंक्शंस है रिलेटेड विथ ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज, प्रोक्यूरिंग, रिक्रूटमेंट, सिलेक्शन, एलोकेटिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग एक्सेट्रा, तो यही फंक्शंस हम इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे परफॉर्म करेंगे. दैट इज कॉल्ड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट एट इंटरनेशनल लेवल. सो इट इज IHRM. So it deals with practices of managing people on international scales. Okay. मतलब मैनेजिंग पीपल अगर हम लोकल लेवल पे या फिर नेशनल स्केल पर अगर वो प्रैक्टिसेस परफॉर्म करते हैं, दैट इज डोमेस्टिक HRM. और वही मैनेजिंग पीपल प्रैक्टिसेस हम अगर इंटरनेशनल स्केल पर करते हैं तो दैट इज इंटरनेशनल HRM. It examines policies, decisions, issues, challenges and trends in managing global workforce. So P सुब्बाराव की ये उन्होंने दी हुई definition है. So I'll read for you. International HRM is defined as performing HRM and its related activities and arranging for related and necessary cultural immigration facilities for prospective and current employees by organizing organization operating in domestic or foreign countries. तो आप ये आपको जो कोई भी डेफिनेशंस इजी लगती है वो आप याद कर सकते हैं, बट बेसिक कंसेप्ट पता होना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. Next concept is difference between domestic HRM and IHRM. So domestic HRM and IHRM में similarities क्या है कि both in the both concepts you are going to perform the practices of human resources like recruitment, selection, training development, performance appraisal, remuneration, retirement, internal mobility, external mobility, etc. are performed in both concepts like domestic HRM and IHRM. Then what is the difference between them? So as I have said, human resource practices are performed at international scale, so it is called IHRM, International HRM. It has more functions in terms of international taxation you have to consider. Then pre-departure training is given, means एम्प्लॉय अब्रॉड जाने से पहले उसको एक ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है, प्री डिपार्चर ट्रेनिंग. एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन सर्विसेज टू एक्सपैट और एक्सपैट्रिएट. what type of how to select that expatriate or uh, administration services given to that expatriate. Then you have to follow the host government regulations or relations you have to follow. So this is uh, extra, or this is the more functions in IHRM. Next is more involvement in employees personal lives. Okay, so क्यों personal life involvement होती है IHRM में? So here when a person uh, goes abroad for work, organization has to find out the house, adequate schools for his children in the host country. Then organization arranges visas resident for that employee as well as the family, air tickets, other facilities like healthcare, shopping, hotels, entertainment, places for worship. So these uh, factors are to be considered in the IHRM. So that's why personal lives are also involved. More external influence means here IHRM involves different countries. So every country has their different government rules, their state of economy, their trade unions issues, their government rules and regulation, their environmental laws. These all factors are to be considered, or it is considered in the IHRM. So more external influences there. Next difference is salary. So expatriates gets higher salary. Okay, so that why you do so, why you give extra salary to the expat? Because he is moving from his parent country to the abroad, to the host country. If you give a a handsome salary to that person, then he will satisfy, or he will ready to work there. He will perform very effectively and efficiently. Then different approach means domestic HRM uh, approach is different as compared to the IHRM in terms of recruitment, selection, training, development. Okay, so these functions, when you perform these type of functions, the approach, the working style of every country is different. Country to country approach is going to have different uh, approach. So when you work at national level, the domestic HRM approach is different. When you work at international level, the country to country rules and regulation, the approaches are going to different. So expatriates, who is expatriate? Expatriate एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म है इन द इंटरनेशनल HRM. सो किसे कहते हैं एक्सपैट्रिएट, हम देखते हैं. HRM deals with all the functions of HRM in addition to performing other functions exclusively for expatriates. So, who is expatriates? The foreign employees working in the domestic companies. Parent country national working in MNC subsidiary. Third country national working in MNCs or host country national working in parent country. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने जो अभी एग्जाम्पल दिया कि इंडियन कंपनी है और उसकी ब्रांच और उसकी सब्सिडरी जापान में है. अगर इंडिया का एम्प्लॉई जापान में जाके काम करता है, या फिर जापान का एम्प्लॉय इंडिया में पेरेंट कंट्री में आके काम करता है, या फिर हमने किसी और यूएस का एक एम्प्लॉय लिया, वो मे बी होम कंट्री में काम करेगा या फिर होस्ट कंट्री में काम करेगा. तो जो कोई भी एम्प्लॉय अब्रॉड जाता है काम करने के लिए, तो उसे बोलते हैं एक्सपैट्रिएट. ओके, अपनी पेरेंट कंट्री छोड़ के किसी और कंट्री में जाके काम करना, that person is called expatriate. Understood? The next concept is repatriation. Okay, so we have seen expatriate. Now, what is repatriate? When expatriate come back to home, it is the process of place them on the suitable position in the home office. हमने एक पर्सन एक्सपैट्रिएट को अब्रॉड भेजा काम करने के लिए फॉर फ्यू मंथ्स फॉर पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट. वो अपना काम खत्म करके जब अपने होम कंट्री में आता है, तो उसे एक सुटेबल पोजीशन प्लेस करनी है बाय ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट इज कॉल्ड रिपैट्रिएशन. So when expatriate are improperly placed back in the home, are not sufficiently rewarded, they feel frustrated and leave the organization. इसका मतलब क्या है कि वो फॉरेन रिटर्न है, वो फॉरेन में काम करके फिर से इंडिया में आया है, तो उसके हिसाब से उसको सुटेबल पोजीशन आपको देनी है. अगर आपने उसे अच्छे से रिवॉर्ड नहीं किया, या फिर आपका जो आपने उसको जो पोजीशन दी है वो इम्प्रॉपर है, then the employee will feel frustrated and he will leave the organization. So it is very much important to get to place him the suitable position in the home country. To avoid this situation, the organization has to take following measures. What type of measures? First is make sure that expatriate and his family don't feel that company has left them adrift. मतलब जब एक्सपैट्रिएट अपने होम कंट्री में आता है, उसके फैमिली को उसको ऐसा नहीं फील होना चाहिए कि उन्होंने दे आर फीलिंग लाइक आउटडेटेड, और दे आर फीलिंग लाइक उनको एक आइसोलेटेड फॉर्म में आपने डाल दिया है, इसे उनको फील नहीं होना चाहिए. इसलिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज़ टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट पॉइंट. To inform and to update the expatriate about the developments in the home country or home office, including career opportunities. So when the expatriate comes to home, you are giving a suitable position, plus you have to inform and update what developments or what changes are done when he was working in the abroad. So he doesn't know what is happening in the home country, what is happening in the home office. So he need that updation, he need that information. So organization has to give that information, plus what career opportunities are there for that expatriate you have to consider. Then provide reorientation program to the expatriate so that integrate them back into the home culture. Orientation program मतलब क्या? Orientation means when a new person joins a company, you are going to introduce him to all the employees, you are going to feel familiar him, you are going to inform about the work, the office, the timing, etc. And like one type of gathering is there. You are going to have induction program. So when expatriates come to home office, you have to have the reorientation program. Even though he has worked in the India and then he goes to abroad, he comes back to India, then also you have to have one orientation program so that he feel familiar, and he will not feel that isolated type of feeling. So this is called repatriation concept. So this is about the concept of international HRM. I hope you understood the concept. In the next video, we are going to study international recruitment and selection. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.